Hello friends, welcome to AffairsCloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affairs of 11th and 12th of July 2021. You can see two best images of the day, but today we will discuss very important and the most important current affairs. So watch this video till last. I am requesting you all the students that you can download our application AffairsCloud from the description box link, and after that you can log in with your email ID and you can click on this crack current affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. If you see the price, you will definitely surprise. But the most important thing that we are covering 90 to 95% of that current affairs which can come in your exam. This is the genuinity of AffairsCloud. This is hard work of AffairsCloud team. But how we are covering this current affairs section? We are providing you daily section. In the daily, you will receive three type of things: detailed current affair, question and answer format, and the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on daily basis. And in the weekly section, again, you will receive three type of things: detailed current affair, question and answer format, and the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. And guys, most important is the monthly section, and we are providing four type of PDFs. One is detailed current affair, question and answer format of PDF, and the top 100 current affair, which is also provided in the form of question and answer. And we are also providing pocket PDF. It means you can revise the current affair in the 2-liner as well as 3-liner, so that you can revise in the quick format before your exam. And guys, to enhance your performance, we are also providing topic wise current affair. We are covering 20 most important topics which are very important for every type of exam. It means if you want to revise one topic related all the news under one PDF, then you have to use these type of PDFs. And if you are a banking aspirant, then we are providing three things. One is the detail and the question and answer format only related to banking and economy. And third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on monthly basis. If you want to revise all the past current affair from just single PDF, then you have to use this exam PDF. We are also providing budget and economic survey, and detail will be provided and question and answer also provided, so that you can know that examiner can create these type of questions from budget and economic survey. We are also covering state current affairs to enhance your performance in the state exams, and we are covering every state and union territory. So guys, there is no different subscription of these topics. We are providing all these things under one subscription. You have to just download our application. You have to log in with the email ID, and you can click on this crack current affairs section to subscribe our current affair for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low, and on that minimal price, we are providing 10% extra discount if you use this code ASH10. And you can email us on this email ID if you have any type of query, or you can call us on this number if you have any type of query. And guys, please watch this 11th and July 2021 current affair till last. And before that, you have to like this video, you have to share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe our channel if you're new on this platform. And by providing these three things, you are basically motivating us. And please join our Telegram group from the description box link. So start today's session with the most important question section. And here is the first question. Who has became the first ever Indian juror stand for the member of jury, to be selected to officiate an Olympic Games? All the students know Olympic Games will be held in Tokyo, and it will be held in 2021. And what is the answer? Answer is Pawan Singh. And guys, remember, Pawan Singh is a former rifle shooter and shooting coach for Indian team. Shooting coach for Indian team, and you can remember by the name of shooting, Pawan Singh. And you can see here the picture of Pawan Singh, and he is currently working as the Joint Secretary of National Rifle Association of India, and he is selected as the first ever Indian juror for the upcoming Tokyo Olympic Games. And guys, you can see here the International Shooting Sports Federation has selected Pawan Singh as the juror to officiate at the upcoming Tokyo Olympics only in the category of shooting sports. Remember, because he is a coach of national shooting team, that's why he was selected in the shooting sports jury. And he's the only jury member in the rifle and the pistol discipline from the Asian countries, because other than the jury members from the Japan country, because Japan is the host country, he's the only jury member in the rifle or the pistol discipline from the Asian countries. And guys, remember, the Tokyo Olympics will be officiated by a total member of 26 jury members, and 6 out of 26 belongs to Japan, because Japan is a hosting country, and other members belongs to other countries. And one most important news here, Thumbs Up, the Indian brand basically started from India. owned by the Coca-Cola, become the first Indian origin beverage brand to become the worldwide partner of the Olympic Games. So what are the takeaway points? You have to remember the name of the Pawan Singh, only Indian juror who is selected as a member of jury in the Olympic Games, and he belongs to which jury? He belongs to shooting sports jury, and he's the only jury member from the Asian country. And guys, remember about Thumbs Up is the only Indian origin beverage brand to become the worldwide partner of the Olympic Games. These are the takeaway points. But other options here are very important. Like you can see here, the RSOD. RSOD become the recently become the member of the board of International Dairy Federation. Saiki Hashimoto recently become the Tokyo Olympics president. So you have to remember the name of the president of Tokyo Olympics. Its name is Hiko or Siko Hashimoto. And Sanjeev Sahai, he was recently appointed as the chairman of very important organization that is known as Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. Remember, Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. Sanjeev Sahai. Moving to next question. All the important things are covered. Which country became the largest crude oil supplier to India in 2020 according to the report of Statistical Review of World Energy 2021? First of all, you have to remember this report is released by a organization or the company which is known as BP. It is a British multinational oil and gas company. Its headquarters is in London. And according to this report, Iraq became the largest crude oil supplier to India in 2020. We are talking about a specific year like 2020 when COVID-19 was in peak. And Saudi Arabia was on the second position, and third is on goes to the United Arab Emirates, and fourth goes to United States of America. Very important here is the USA. United States become the fourth largest crude oil supplier to India in 2020, and this is the 70th edition of this report, which is named as Statistical Review of the World Energy 2021. And United States became the fourth largest supplier of crude oil and natural gas to India in 2020. Why I am saying United States of America is most important? Because even though the United States of America has started exporting oil to India in 2017, its supply accounted for about 5% of the India's total import in 2020. So this is very important. And China is the biggest oil importer in the world in 2020, and Saudi Arabia as its biggest supplier of the crude oil. But you have to remember, as a global level or at a world level, China is the biggest oil importer in 2020. And guys, you can also remember one recent related news that according to trade data released by Reuters, earlier we are discussing about a report which is released by BP or the Statistical Review of the World Report, but now we are talking about a report which is released by one of the organization named as Reuters. The United States surpassed Saudi Arabia as the India's second biggest oil supply in the February 2021. So according to this report, United States of America is on the second position. And same as this report and the earlier report, Iraq continues to be India's largest supplier despite a 23% decline in the purchase of the last year due to COVID-19. But Iraq continues to be the India's largest supplier of the crude oil. So guys, remember the two reports. One is the Reuters report. According to Reuters, Iraq is on the first position, and USA is on the second position, and Saudi Arabia is on the third position. But according to this BP report, which is named as Statistical Review of the World Energy Report, Iraq is on the first position, Saudi Arabia is on the second, and UAE is on the third position, and USA is on the fourth position. You have to remember the USA. So now we are moving to the next question. All the most important questions are covered, only two were there, but we are now moving to the very important question section. You have to like this video, share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel if you are new on this platform. And by providing these three things, you are motivating us. And guys, please join our Telegram group from the description box link. And here is the question. Who wrote a debut book known as Pregnancy Bible? So very famous book, and this is written by a very famous actress named as Kareena Kapoor Khan. And remember, this is her first book known as Pregnancy Bible. You can also see here the cover page, very beautiful cover page. Kareena Kapoor Khan's Pregnancy Bible, and the caption is the ultimate manual for moms to me. And it is co-authored by Aditi Shah Bimjani, but you can also remember the name Aditi Shah. So guys, you can see here the Pregnancy Bible is written by Kareena Kapoor Khan, Bollywood actress, and she launched her debut book. And the ultimate manual for the moms to be is the caption, which features her experience and learnings during her pregnancy. And remember, the book is co-authored by Aditi Shah. You have to remember because examiner can ask this. Aditi Shah. and the book explains the various needs during the pregnancy with the help of experts. So this is Kareena Kapoor Khan. But guys, other books are again very important, like Kalki Koechlin, very famous actress in the Bollywood, and she wrote a very famous book, Elephant in the Womb. Remember, Elephant in the Womb. Next, Meghan Markle, the princess, basically wrote a book, her debut book, basically, The Bench. Very famous book, The Bench. Neena Gupta, again very versatile actor, and she wrote a book, Sach Kahun To. Sach Kahun To. It is basically a memoir. So remember, Sach Kahun To is Neena Gupta, Meghan Markle, The Bench, Kalki Koechlin, Elephant in the Womb, Kareena Kapoor Khan, Pregnancy Bible. So all the books are very, very important. Moving to next question. Amazon India launched its first digital Kendra in which state? So remember, the keyword here is the first digital Kendra of Amazon India, and it is opened in the state of Gujarat. And even examiner can ask the district, then you have to remember Surat is there. So you can see here, Amazon India launched its first digital Kendra. Exact place is the Krushi Bazaar. Especially if you belongs to Gujarat, then you have to remember this place, Krushi Bazaar, and it is in Surat. Examiner can ask this district, and the state is Gujarat. And it is as a part of its commitment, Amazon India commitment to digitize 10 million Indian micro, small and medium enterprises by 2025. Because you can say e-commerce platform is you can say increasing in India, and that's why Amazon India committed to digitize 10 million Indian micro, small and medium enterprises by the year of 2025. You can remember, this is the target of Amazon India. And these digital Kendras are like the physical resource centers that will provide micro, small and medium enterprises information about the benefits of e-commerce. And guys, you can also remember, it will help in availing third-party services like shipping and logistics support, cataloging assistance, digital marketing services, GST and taxation support to start their digital journey. It means every kind of help will be provided by Amazon India if any type of micro, small and medium enterprises come under the digitalization. And as a part of this effort, Amazon will establish 100 digital centers throughout India. So total 100 centers will be established. The first center will be established in Gujarat, in Surat. Exact place is Surat. And guys, remember about Gujarat, Chief Minister is Vijay Rupani, Governor is Acharya Devvrat, and there are very famous national parks in Gujarat. Very famous, guys. One you can see here is the Gir Forest National Park. Gir Forest. Next is Black Buck National Park, or the Black Buck National Park. Next is Vansada National Park. Vansada. Next is Marine National Park. So these are 4 very important national parks in Gujarat. Moving to next question. Who authored a book? Again, we are talking about a book. Who authored a book? The Ramayana of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Guru of Sikh history. So you have to remember, the name of the book is the Ramayana of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and this book is authored by Baljit Kumar Tulsi, but it is presented to Modi Ji by this KTS Tulsi, the son of Baljit Kumar Tulsi. So 2 questions under this question. One, the Ramayana of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji is written by Baljit Kumar Tulsi. So answer of this question is D. But it is presented to Modi Ji by KTS Tulsi, because Baljit Kumar Tulsi Ji died. So that's why this book is presented by KTS Tulsi, who is also the member of parliament from Rajya Sabha. So remember this. You can see here Modi Ji holding this book, the Ramayana of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi Ji received first copy of the book, the Ramayana of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and it is given by KTS Tulsi, but this book is authored by very famous personality, Baljit Kaur Tulsi. And KTS Tulsi is member of parliament from Rajya Sabha from Chhattisgarh. You can remember if you want, but it is not important. You have to just remember the author of the book. And Prime Minister Modi Ji received the first copy of this book, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji is the 10th and the last Sikh Gurus in the human form, was born as a Govind Rai in Padna Sahib in Bihar, and at the age of 9 he was throned at the Guru Gaddi following the martyrdom of the father Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, the 9th Sikh Guru in history. But you have to remember the name of the book is very important. But you can see here 2 other names are here. Roni Sakriwala, very famous producer and the director. He wrote very famous book, Skill It and Kill It. Skill It, Kill It. So you can remember, I think the word are very encouraging. Amish Raj Mulmi, he wrote a book about international relation between India, China and the Nepal, and the name of the book is All Roads Lead to North. and this is basically Nepal's turn to China. This is the name of the book. And Amish Rajmulmi, very famous author. Ronnie Screwvala, very famous director and author. Now we are moving to next question. INS Tabar participated in maritime partnership exercise with Italian Navy on which sea? So guys, again, this is important question because we are talking about very important sea. And INS Tabar recently, you can say, deployed in Mediterranean Sea or visited Italy port of Naples on 3rd of July. So it is near, this sea is near basically Mediterranean Sea. So you can just guess that all the seas are basically near the Mediterranean Sea. So you have to remember INS Tabar participated a exercise with the Italian Navy in the Tyrrhenian Sea. So you have to remember the Tyrrhenian Sea, and where this sea is located, you can see here the picture. This is Mediterranean Sea, you can see here above the African continent, and this is Ionian Sea, this is Adriatic Sea, and this is Ligurian Sea. This is Tyrrhenian Sea between Italy. You can see here, this is Italy, this is Sicily, two islands of Sicily, and this is Sardinia area of the Italy, and in between there is a Tyrrhenian Sea. And at this sea, two navies participated in exercise. One is the Italian Navy, second is the Indian Navy. So from the Indian side, it is INS Tabar who conducts the military exercise with the Italian Navy in the Tyrrhenian Sea. So you have to just remember the keywords here. And they conducted a wide range of naval operations like you can say air defense procedures, replenishment at sea, communication drills, and the cross-deck hello operations by day and night. And INS Tabar is currently deployed in the Mediterranean Sea and visited Italy at the port of Naples, and it visited on the 3rd of July. And INS Tabar is a Talwar class vessel which has a capability to be equipped with the supersonic BrahMos anti-ship cruise missile and the Barak 1 missile. And Chief of Army Staff General Manoj Mukund Narwane ji recently visited to Italy on the 7th of July and inaugurated an Indian Army Memorial at Cassino City in Italy. So guys, you have to remember, Indian Army Museum or the memorial is established in Italy, and it is inaugurated by our Army General Manoj Mukund Narwane. This is the most important thing under this question, because you can also remember we are talking about the Indian Army. That's why this memorial or the museum is related to Indian Army, and it is inaugurated in Italy. And guys, remember about Indian Navy, because the drill is basically related to Indian Navy, and Chief of Naval Staff is Admiral Karambir Singh. Karambir Singh. The students who don't know, then you can write this. Now we can move to the next question. Which organization member countries had agreed to form a science, technology and innovation-led cooperation action plan? And the time period of this cooperation action plan is from 2021 to 24. And this organization is, guys, BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and the South Africa. And guys, you can see here, BRICS member countries had agreed to science and technology. Basically, you can say it is known as the Science, Technology and the Innovation-led BRICS Innovation Cooperation Action Plan 2021 to 24. The details of this action plan would be worked out by BRICS. It is not yet cleared, but the time period will be 2021 to 24. And this action plan was proposed by India and it is accepted by BRICS. This is very good thing. And you can see here, this conference was attended by the scientific ministers and agencies of all the BRICS countries. And during the meeting of BRICS member countries had agreed to a science, technology and the innovation-led BRICS Innovation Cooperation Plan proposed by India. So examiner can ask the timeline of this cooperation action plan, which is 2021 to 24. And guys, remember, all the BRICS countries also agreed to 3 thematic areas proposed by India for the 6th edition of BRICS Young Scientist Conclave. You have to remember, BRICS Young Scientist Conclave, which will be held in September 2021, and it is focused on 3 areas. One is basically, you can say, healthcare. Second is energy solution like hydrocarbon energy or the carbon free energy, you can say. And next is cyber physical system. Cyber physical system. So these are the 3 principles on which BRICS Young Scientist Conclave, which will be hosted in Bengaluru. You have to remember the exact location, Bengaluru, or you can say Karnataka, in September 2021. So remember the 3 areas: health, energy and the cyber security, especially the action agenda plan, which is related to science, technology and innovation. Time period is 2021 to 24. And guys, remember what BRICS. BRICS was basically formed in 2006. Earlier it was known as Brazil, Russia, India and China. South Africa latterly joined this organization. And in 2021, the chairmanship of BRICS lies with India, and the theme is BRICS at the rate 15. And G20 chairmanship of 2021 lies with Italy. ASEAN chairmanship lies with the Brunei, you can remember, and G7 chairmanship lies with the United Kingdom. Moving to next question. Who launched first of kind action group to improve handling of mobility aids? So the very important keyword under this question, that it is the first of its kind action group to improve handling of mobility aid, especially for the disabled persons. And this is International Air Transport Association, which is you can say based on Montreal, Canada. Remember, Montreal, Canada. Montreal is in Canada. International Air Transport Association. You can see here, International Air Transport Association launched global action group to improve handling of mobility aids, especially for the disabled persons. And you can see here, it is to tackle the issues around safe and secure transport of the mobility aid, such as you can say crutches, walkers, wheelchairs, with an objective of handling the vital equipment for the travelers with disabilities. I already covered this point, that this is especially for the disabled persons. And the action group will provide advice to airlines on policies for better handling and transportation of the mobility aids. And you can say this group will recommend to the airlines and the other stakeholders on policy, process and the standards for better handling and transportation of the mobility aids. And it will be the first time a mobility aid manufacturer will be invited to participate in this organization task force. Because according to the World Health Organization, there are more than 1 billion people living with disabilities. And with the aging population in countries around the world, travelers with disability will be a growing customer segment for the airline. So we have to manufacture, we have to basically provide the mobility aids like crutches, walkers and the wheelchair to this disabled person. And this is the first time a task force was generated by this organization, which is known as International Air Transport Association, and its headquarters is in Montreal and it is in Canada. So you have to just remember this news which I told you. Now we are moving to the next question. Which organization formed high-level advisory group for COVID-19 vaccines? So this is not so much important question because so many organizations formed high-level advisory group, especially for the COVID-19 vaccines. But this formed recently. So that's why we are covering this question in the very important question, because we are talking about one organization, and answer of this question is Asian Development Bank. You can see here, Asian Development Bank established a high-level advisory group for the COVID-19 vaccination. And it is to support its developing member countries with the technical and scientific advice on the quality, safety and the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccines. And Asian Development Bank has partnered with the public health experts, vaccine regulators and the policy makers to form a high-level advisory group or the regional vaccine advisory group to support its developing member countries. And guys, remember the inaugural meeting of the advisory group, which was held on the 1st of July 2021, focused on the ways to increase the supply of the COVID-19 vaccines across Asia and the Pacific region area. You can say the mostly developing countries lies under this area. And its main objective to support the Asian Development Bank and the developing member countries and provide a better understanding of regulatory oversight, risk management strategies, and you can say the safety introduction and the monitor the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. So these are the fundamental principles of the Asian Development Bank, so that the developing member countries also get the vaccines very accurately with the quality, safety and the effectiveness. So guys, you have to remember it is Asian Development Bank, and you can also remember Asian Development Bank. That's why we are covering this question in the very important section, that this organization was formed in 1966. President is Mast Sugu, and headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. So you can remember this. Moving to next question. Which country and India held first meeting financial market dialogue? So the very important keyword under this question, that this country and India hold first meeting related to financial markets dialogue. It means both the countries want to improve the financial market, especially the new financial system in the country. And answer of this question is United Kingdom. So guys, you can see here, United Kingdom and India hold first financial market dialogue virtually, and it is to focus on banking and payments among others. And you can also see here, it is to deepen bilateral ties in the financial sector, and it was led by the senior officials from the Indian Ministry of Finance and Her Majesty Treasury from the United Kingdom. And guys, both the sides agreed to strengthen the financial services cooperation between India and the UK. Even both the sides agreed for the further collaboration under this, which will also include sustainable finance and the financial technology. and India is the United Kingdom's second largest source of investment in terms of the number of projects. Remember this, India is the United Kingdom's second largest source of investment in terms of number of projects, because financial cooperation is one of the key pillar of the 2030 roadmap adopted by India and UK, and the main objective is the financial improvement. So that's why India and UK hold this first financial dialogue, or you can say financial market dialogue. And remember about United Kingdom, or you can say Britain, capital is London, currency is pound sterling, and the prime minister is Johnson, Boris, or the Boris Johnson. Moving to next question. What will be the new name of the military firing range in Gulmarg, Jammu and Kashmir? So very simple question, or you can say the one-liner question. You have to just remember the question as in slide. Answer of this question is Vidya, Balan. So remember, new name of military firing range in Gulmarg, Jammu and Kashmir will be Vidya Balan Firing Range. And Indian Army named this with the name of the Vidya Balan Firing Range. And this comes as a move to honor the veteran Bollywood actress Vidya Balan for her varied accomplishment in the field of cinema as a woman. And she was the only actor to join the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science, the governing body behind the Oscar. So you have to just remember the keyword here is the Vidya Balan, and you have to remember that she was the only actor to join the Academy of Motion Picture and Art and Sciences, which is the governing body of Oscar. So just remember the name. Moving to next question. India and which country signed a letter of exchange to revise the 2004 rail services agreement? By default, it will be the one of the neighboring country of India, because we are talking about the rail service agreement. So all the countries are basically land bounded countries with India. So answer of this question is Nepal. So answer is D. So you can see here, India and Nepal expect to increase efficiency, cost competitiveness in the rail freight segment, and especially the revised agreement will facilitate the import and the export of goods through the Indian Railway freight services, and it will come into force already in force like on the 9th of July 2021. And the revised agreement aims to increase the efficiency and the cost competitiveness of the rail freight sector. And it is seen as a step by India to enhance the regional connectivity under the Neighborhood First policy. And the revised pact permits all the types of the cargo train operators authorized by the Indian Railways to use the Indian Railway network. And it is for carrying Nepal's container and the freight both bilateral between India and Nepal, or the third country from the Indian ports to Nepal. It means it will definitely you can say provide the facilities to the Nepal exporters and importers with the ease of moving from one country to another. And guys, remember about Indian Railway here. Indian Railway Chairman and CEO. Chairman and CEO currently is Suneet Sharma. Remember, he was recently appointed. Again, very important appointment, and this question is most important. And remember about Nepal. Nepal capital is Kathmandu. President is Vidya Devi Bhandari, and currency is Nepalese rupees. So you can remember this. Moving to next question. RBI accepted cutoff yield on new 10-year bond at a 6.10%. So RBI issued recently government securities and 10-year bond with a 6.10% of the yield. It means the interest will be provided 6.10%. Earlier, RBI issued this type of the 10-year bonds or the securities in the November 2020. But the yield was very much less, like 5.85%, just 5.85%. You can see here, RBI sold 3 auctions like 10-year government securities till 2031, like 2021 to 31 at a 6.10%, and they issued almost 14,000 crore rupees securities. And 2023, it means the 2-year securities at a 4.3% of interest. These are almost about 3,000 crore rupees. 40-year security like 2061 government security at a 7.18%. It is 9,000 crore securities. But guys, remember the most important is the 10-year securities, because earlier in December or the November 2020, RBI issued the previous 10-year government security at a bond of 5.85%. So it is almost, you can say, 25.25 or the 25 basis point more than the earlier. So remember this. And through these 3 auctions like 10-year, 2-year and the 40-year securities, an aggregate of 26,000 crore was raised by the government, because when they sell the security, the money comes to the RBI and it directly goes to the government of India. So government raised almost 26,000 crore by these securities. And remember, RBI has fixed the limit for foreign portfolio investors or the investments in government securities at 6%. at 6%, and it is 6% of outstanding stocks of the securities of the financial year 22. But you have to remember, government securities, especially for the foreign portfolio invested, it is 6%. This is important again for the banking exams. Now we are moving to the next question. So now we are moving to the important questions, because all the most important and the very important questions are covered. But you have to like this video, share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform. And remember, by providing these 3 things, you are motivating us. And please join our Telegram group from the description box link. And here is the question. India Industrial Land Bank will achieve Pan-India integration by which year or by which month? So recently, Ministry of Commerce and Industry indicated that India Industrial Land Bank will achieve Pan-India integration by 31st of December 2021, or you can say by the end of this year. And this, you can say, India Industrial Land Bank is a, you can say, geographical information system based portal that act as an repository for the industrial infrastructure related information, including like connectivity, infrastructure, natural resources, terrain, plot level information on vacant plots, line of activity and contact details on under one platform, or you can say all these things are provided under one portal because it is a geographical information system. And the currently portal has approximately 4,000 industrial parks which are registered under this portal and mapped across an area almost 5.5 lakh hectares of the land covering 17 states. And its geographical information system helps in updating details on a real-time basis. And the portal also serves as a decision support system for the investors hunting for the land remotely. It means if you want to invest something, especially in the industrial sector, then you have to just open this portal and you can check that this type of the location is present here, this type of connectivity is there, natural resources are there. So these type of things you can just assess from this portal, and it comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and you know Union Ministry is Piyush Goyal ji. Piyush Ved Prakash Goyal ji, that is the full name, and he is currently the Rajya Sabha member from Maharashtra. And remember, Minister of State recently appointed, Minister of State is Anupriya Singh Patel, and she is currently the Minister of State in the Commerce of Industry. Moving to next question, but it is from picture, that initial public offer bound LIC to have CEO Managing Director as center scraps chairman post. Earlier you are basically reading that LIC chairman, but now LIC chairman post is scrapped. So remember, Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance removed the position of the chairman from the initial public offer bound Life Insurance Corporation of India and replaced it with Managing Director and CEO. Now you will see, we will say MD and CEO of LIC, and it is in the amendments of the LIC Act of 1956. Currently LIC chairman is MR Kumar, and there are 4 MDs in the LIC. One is Vipin Anand, second is Mukesh Kumar Gupta, Raj Kumar and Siddharth Mohanty, but you don't have to remember these names, because in the budget 2021, again very important, we have to change the color. You have to remember that in budget 2021, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced the IPO of LIC. This is very important. This year is biggest for the LIC because it will be floated in 2021-22 this year as a part of the 1.75 lakh crore disinvestment target of the Government of India. And earlier, government also amended LIC Act of 1956 with the Finance Act of 2021 and increased the authorization, you can say authorized share capital of LIC from 100 crore to 25,000 crore. You have to remember this data, this can be asked. 100 crore to 25,000 crore, this is the authorized share capital of the LIC by amending the LIC Act of 1956. And earlier we covered this question in July 2021, like the starting of July 2021, that government extended the LIC retirement age of chairman from 60 to 62. So you have to remember 2 or 3 things. IPO will be launched as a disinvestment target of 1.75 lakh crore in the financial year of 22, and LIC chairman post now scrapped. Now we will say MD and CEO. Next, authorization capital is now changed from 100 crore to 25,000 crore, and retirement age of the chairman, or you can say MD and CEO, will be from 60 to 62. So these are the important points related to LIC, and LIC was established in 1956. Now we are moving to the one-liner important point. First is the Nitin Gadkari virtually addressed the 16th annual conference on road development in India. It is not important because examiner will not ask this, that this type of the conference is addressed by whom, because you know the transport minister is Nitin Gadkari ji, so by default he will address this session. And main objective is to discuss emerging trend in the roadways and with special focus on import substitution, cost effective, pollution free alternative fuel. Next is Axis Bank announced its first transaction on the SOFR linked derivative. So this is a new kind of thing, because earlier in March 2021 we covered one question about the SBI. SBI and Indian Oil Corporation Limited inked India's first SOFR. SOFR, you can say secured overnight financing rate. Remember, secured overnight financing rate linked external commercial borrowing deal replacing LIBOR. Now all the banks have to replace LIBOR with the other alternative references rate like SOFR, SONIA. We already covered these points. So Axis Bank recently announced its first transaction in the SOFR linked derivative. Earlier it was SBI and the Indian Oil Corporation, and remember, it is the India's first secured overnight financing rate transaction external commercial borrowing deal by replacing LIBOR. So remember, RBI issued an advisory to banks and the other RBI regulated entities to prepare the transition from the international benchmark reference rate from LIBOR to the other alternative reference rates. And guys, remember about Axis Bank. Axis Bank was established in 1993. Its MD and CEO is Amitabh Chaudhary. Tagline is Badhti Ka Naam Zindagi, and headquarters is in Mumbai. Next, Haiti's Senate, or the Haiti's main house, named Joseph Lambert as the interim president of Haiti. All the students, I think, know that recently Haiti's president was assassinated. The name of assassinated president was Jovenel Moise. So you can remember the name. This question can be asked. M-O-I-S-E. Jovenel Moise. He was assassinated recently. So Haiti Senate, the upper house of the Haitian parliament, adopted a resolution declaring Joseph Lambert as the temporary president, or you can say the interim president, till the February 2022, because there is a election due in February 2022. So that's why this will hold the position till February 2022. Now next is FAA develops a new tool to limit disruptions caused by the space operation. So this question is not important. It is just information that United States of America Federal Aviation Administration has developed a new tool called Space Data Integrator, or SDI tool, which will help in better tracking of rocket launches and space vehicles returning to Earth. So it is not important. It is just information. Next is scientists from the two institutions. One is the Department of Biotechnological from the ILS. ILS stands for Institute of Life Sciences in Odisha in Bhubaneswar. And next is the SRM Institute of in Tamil Nadu, or you can say in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Its Department of Biotechnology decode genome sequence of mangrove species for the first time, and this mangrove species name is Avicennia marina. My pronunciation can be wrong, but you have to remember Avicennia marina. And guys, remember the two institution headquarters. One is the Institute of Life Sciences, that is situated in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and second is SRM institution, which is situated in Tamil Nadu. And it the first time reported a reference grade whole genome sequence of Avicennia marina, a highly salt tolerant and the salt secreting true mangrove species. And what is the purpose of this new species? Its agriculture productivity across the world is falling due to factors like limited water availability and salinization of the soil and water. So that's why this new species, the decoding, will help researchers to study the potential of the identified genes for developing drought and salinity tolerant varieties of the important crop species in the coastal region. And it will immensely benefit India, as it has a 7,500 kilometer of you can say the coastline and two major island systems. So one is the Andaman, second is the Lakshadweep. Next, Indian researchers spot rare superluminous supernova. You have to just remember what is this superluminous supernova. Luminous supernova are extremely bright, hydrogen deficient, fast evolving supernovas which will shine with energy borrowed from an exotic type of neutron star with an ultra powerful magnetic field. And this is a study of the researchers from the Aryabhat Research Institute of Observational Sciences, which is situated in Uttarakhand. Exact place is Nainital. So you have to just remember this, otherwise it is not so much important. Now we are moving to the question of the day. What was the question of 10th of July 2021? Question was, When was the RB Act amended to establish the Monetary Policy Committee? There was a committee basically known as the Urjit Patel Committee, and this committee recommended the formation of 5-member Monetary Policy Committee. But government recommended 7-member Monetary Policy Committee. But after the discussions, totally in 2016, they formed 6-member of Monetary Policy Committee. So guys, remember, answer of this question is C, and total members of Monetary Policy Committees are 6. Total members are 6. So Monetary Policy Committee is responsible for fixing the benchmark interest rate in India, like repo rate, reverse repo rate, SLR, CRR. And the meetings of the Monetary Policy Committee are held at least 4 times a year, specifically at least once bi-monthly. And remember, the committee comprises 6 members. Out of 6 members, 3 belongs to the RBI and 3 external nominated by the government. And the Governor of Reserve Bank of India is the chairperson ex officio of this committee, and setting of this committee is firstly proposed by the Urjit Patel Committee. And Monetary Committee was established in year of 2016. So these are the important points related to Monetary Policy Committee. But we are moving to the question of the day. Question of the day is again very simple. Which organization developed BEAM application? I think we discussed 1,000 times that Bharat Pay system or the BEAM application is developed by which organization. If you are a daily listener of our news or daily viewing our videos, then you can answer very simply, but you have to answer only in the comment box. I'm waiting your answer, guys. You have to like this video, you have to share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform. By providing these 3 things, you are motivating us, and there is need of motivation. And guys, please press this bell button, and you can join our Telegram group from the description box for official notifications. And it is AffairsCloud promise, and it is my personal promise that if you're watching the videos regularly, then your current affair section will go strong. And you can subscribe a PDF from our application downloading link is given in the description box. You can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. If you see the price, you will definitely surprise, but on that minimal price we are providing 10% extra discount if you use this code ASH10. And guys, remember, don't take life so much serious. Life is fun. Always be happy. Thank you guys for watching this video, and take care. Bye bye.